most people feel anxiety over something, or you feel triggered over something. And your body's job is to create a user interface on reality for you. So it's not like we're seeing all the quantum interactions and molecules spinning around and we're not deciding which sphincters to tighten and which heartbeats to do. And like there's all kinds of automated stuff. So I know, and we can prove this, that everything that I'm sensing right now when I look at you, it's not actually what's going on. It's just how my body represents it to me so that my little brain can comprehend it, because the vastness of complexity of everything would be more than you can fit in your head. So if you understand that that's how things are, of course your body's going to change how you feel about something to manipulate what you do. And this is why someone criticizes you, let's say. Now, your body's going to say, what's the first time I felt that way? And it's probably when you were 3 or 4, or there was a mean teacher or a coach, or when your parents was tired. And that criticism at the time felt like a threat. So the body said, okay, in my really fast protective mechanisms, tag that one as scary. And then you're an adult, you're sitting at work, and your boss says something, and it triggers that thing. And it triggers it before your brain even gets a signal to think. So then it comes in with an emotion, right? And the emotion informs you of reality. You believe the emotion to be fact, and then you react. Now, that's the trauma-based approach. But the body, if it doesn't have enough minerals, if you've been eating something that you think is good for you but isn't, if you've been exposed to all the environmental toxins, or you're jet lagged, or you're hungover, if the body feels like it can't make energy at full power, it's going to feel stressed, and it's going to give you stress. So half the stuff that you think is emotional stress is actually physiological stress coming from your hardware. And your body's going, something's wrong. And then your human mind is like, well, if something's wrong, it must be my partner, right? But it was really just internally, something's not working. So our job is to sort out what's a biological stressor. How do I use healthy biological stress to improve and recovery? And then how do I sort out what is an emotion that isn't helpful? And then you can go down the Buddhist path. And I've been to Nepal and Tibet and meditated in monasteries and all. And they're going to tell you, sit cross-legged, do this, visualize the Buddha, and allow the sensations and the emotions to just flow through. And after many years of work, I finally got to the conclusion that fuck that. I don't want to do that. And the long, slow middle path is that eventually they'll just calm down. And they do. But it takes 20, 30, 40 years of regular practice. And during that time, all of the biological energy that you could have put into love, that you could have put into improving yourself or the world, or just, being happy, playing, all of it goes into useless, ancient triggers that are there to keep your meat alive. If there's a way to go in more rapidly and to teach yourself, hey, I know, body, that this feels like a threat, but it's not a threat. Could we turn off that pattern? It's like turning off the alerts on your phone so they don't go off anymore. So you don't have to go, oh, it's just an alert from TikTok. Let me just ignore it. So my practice and what I do at 40 years of Zen and what I teach is, if you can be triggered, it means you're carrying a loaded gun. And you should probably do something about that, right? That means someone else can control you. So it's your job to go in via any means necessary and reprogram your subconscious and even the mitochondrial networks in your body so that they are only triggered by real threats. So if it's actually a tiger, your body will protect you and you'll run away before you think about it. If you lean on a hot stove, you don't have to decide to move your hand. Your body will effortlessly move your hand before you really get burned, and you'll tell yourself, good thing I moved my hand. You didn't move your hand. Your body did it for you. So a lot of the real work of meditation and healing and trauma resolution is, let's let the body better sense reality so that it's less reactive, which makes you less reactive. And the easiest thing you can do for that is clean up your diet, learn how to sleep, understand circadian biology. And if you do that, the body has so much energy that it doesn't feel like you're going to be overwhelmed. And this is a through line for biohacking. The idea behind biohacking, when I created the word, it's the art and science of changing the environment around you and inside of you so you have full control of your own biology. And that means you can have enough energy that you can handle anything. And I just fundamentally believe that you can have a kind of peace in the world where everyone is tired and run down and controlled. You're peaceful because you're too tired to do anything. Or you can have a world where everyone is just abundantly powerful and they choose to be peaceful. That also means that if you try to do something wrong, that they'll stop you. And I want that world for myself and for my kids and for all of us. It's not as hard as you might think, because inside your biology, you're wired to be kind. And there's actually an operating system inside the body before you can think that informs us that that's the actual case of reality.